Welcome everybody to break 17915. This is our 25-26 Series 1 12-box case random number 4. All right, 32 participants in this break. We have Christopher, Matt, Dan, Mike, Aaron, Hoff 91, Robert, Richard, Thomas, Terlin, Sylvain, Brian, Christopher, Aaron, Gilles, Dave L., Richard, Robert, Thomas, Clement, D. Molson, Ian, Brian, Mike, Bob, D. Molson, Thomas, Quick Nick, Cody, JF, Dylan, and Will. Copy those across the randomizer. Christopher down to Will. Christopher down to Will. Here we go 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thomas down to Gilles. Thomas down to Gilles. Teams are Anaheim down through to Winnipeg. Anaheim down through to Winnipeg 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Seattle down to San Jose. Seattle down to San Jose. Here we go with your teams. Thomas with Seattle, Brian with Philadelphia, Cody with Vancouver, Clement with Boston, Will with Nashville, Brian with Washington, D. Molson with Florida, Bob with Utah, Dan with Carolina, Thomas the Rangers, Aaron with Buffalo, Thomas with New Jersey, Matt with Detroit, Dave L. with Calgary, Ian with Tampa, Mike with Pittsburgh, Robert with Columbus, Christopher with Anaheim, Robert Toronto, Terlin with Chicago, Richard with Edmonton, Hoff 91 with Minnesota, Aaron with Ottawa, Christopher St. Louis, Mike P. with Colorado, JF with Dallas, Sylvain with Los Angeles, Brian with Montreal, D. Molson with the Islanders, Richard with Vegas, Quick Nick with Winnipeg, and Gilles with San Jose. A couple of minutes for trades. You got Chicago again. Chicago likes you lately. $30 seconds, guys. Hey, Alex. How are you, bud? All right, last call for trades. Good luck. Thatcher Demko canvas for the Vancouver Canucks. Quinn Hudson, Young Guns for Edmonton, and Anze Kopitar. UC Saros Encore Blue for Nashville. Leon Draisaitl Encore for Edmonton. Lucas Dostal. Tracking Systems. Jake Gunsel Bustle for Tampa. Jack Finley, Young Guns for the Tampa Bay Lightning. And Cup Quest Igor Shesterkin. Thomas Harley, Dazzlers for Dallas. Connor Zary, Canvas. And Matthew Barzal. Drake Matheson Encore for Ottawa. Connor Hellebuck Tracking Systems. And Matthew Wood, Young Guns for Nashville. Joseph Will Canvas for Toronto. Rory Cairns, Young Guns for Calgary. Goal Oriented, Sam Reinhart. Brock Faber Encore for Minnesota. Matty Beniers. Speckle, and Arturi Lehkonen. Nice, Philip Bronick Outburst Red out of 25 for the Vancouver Canucks. Nice hit for Vancouver. Jonathan Marchessault Bustle and Tage Thompson. Sizzle Reel of Matthew Tkachuk. Olivier Rodrigue, Leon Draisaitl. Bustle, Owen Tippett, Speckle for Philadelphia. Sam Reinhart Canvas, Cale Makar Portraits. Matty Beniers Encore for Seattle. Elias Sorokin Tracking Systems. And Ryan Leonard, Young Guns for Washington. Sam Carrick, Outburst for the Rangers. Matthews and Nylander. Quinn Hughes. Compositions. Sizzle Reel of Jared McCann. Jacob Gaucher for Philadelphia Young Gun. Cup Quest Roman Josi. Young Gun Canvas of Luca Cagnoni for the San Jose Sharks. Parker Ford, a Young Guns for Winnipeg. And Rasmus Dahlin, Buffalo. Charlie McAvoy, Black and White Canvas for Boston. Cale Makar Encore for Colorado. Jake Ottinger Tracking Systems. Tracking Systems Speckle, Sergei Bobrovsky for Florida. Connor Bedard, Chicago Canvas, Dylan Holloway Portraits. Bowen Byram, Dazzlers, Josh Norris Canvas, and Moritz Seider Portraits. Alexander Barkov encore for Florida. Sizzle of Jacob Markstrom and Ian Moore. Young Guns for Anaheim. Kiefer Sherwood Bustle Red out of 199 for Vancouver. Brady Tkachuk Sizzle and Marco Rossi. Christopher Tanev Canvas for Toronto. Sam Arinzel. Chicago Young Gun, Dylan Larkin. Mort Sider encore for Detroit. Matthew Tkachuk and UC Saros. Philip Forsberg encore for Nashville. Nazem Kadri Bustle and Carson Dorwart. Young Guns Philadelphia. Leo Carlson Bustle. Young Guns of Noah Osland for Buffalo and Kyle Connor Cup Quest. Jake DeBrusk Outburst for Vancouver. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen Sizzle and goal-oriented Artemi Panarin. Tyler Bertuzzi Bustle for Chicago. Jacob Quillen. Young Guns for Toronto. Adam Fox Portraits. Young Gun Canvas of Joakim Kemmel for Nashville. Jacob Melanson. Young Guns for Seattle and goal-oriented Elias Pettersson. Matthew Nyes, Encore Blue. William Karlsson, Encore Vegas and Stuart Skinner, Edmonton. Tracking Systems. Sizzle Reel, Connor McDavid. Olin Zellweger Canvas for Anaheim. Connor Bedard, Chicago. Martin H.S. Dazzlers for Colorado. Brandon Hagel, Tampa, and Robert Thomas. Boone Jenner Encore for Columbus. Jordan Binnington Tracking Systems. Ivan Demidov Young Guns for the Montreal Canadiens. Charlie McAvoy Canvas for Boston. Nikita Tolopilo, Young Guns for Vancouver. Wyatt Johnston Portraits. Frank Vaccano Encore for Anaheim. Samuel Urson Tracking Systems and Dylan Duke, Young Guns for Tampa. Dazzlers, Philadelphia Owen Tippett, Brady Chuck Bustle, and Connor Hellebuck Cup Quest. Mark Scheifele Encore for Winnipeg. Connor McDavid, goal-oriented for Edmonton, and Quinn Hughes. Sizzle Reel, Nathan McKinnon for Colorado. Owen Sillinger, Young Guns for Columbus. Goal-oriented Kirill Marchenko. Logan O'Connor, Outburst for Colorado. Luke Hughes and Jack Hughes. Cup Quest, Adrian Kempe. Alexander Barkov, Florida Canvas, Vili Koivunen, Young Guns for Pittsburgh, and Alex Ovechkin Portraits. William Eklund Encore for San Jose, Timo Meyer Cup Quest, Speckle, Joseph Wool Tracking Systems. Evander Kane Bustle, Young Guns Ozzy Weisblatt. For Nashville, Nick Suzuki, Montreal. Sam Reinhart, Dazzlers for Florida, Lucas Raymond Detroit, goal-oriented Nikita Kucherov. Young Gun Canvas for the Chicago Blackhawks, Oliver Moore. Joachim Kemmel, Young Guns for Nashville, and Portraits Quinn Hughes. Olin Zellweger Black and White Canvas for Anaheim, Karagoche Encore, and Igor Shesterkin Tracking Systems. Alex Ovechkin, Tom Wilson, Compadres, Ryan Suzuki, Young Guns for Carolina, goal-oriented Kirill Kaprizov. Tracking Systems, Darcy Kumper, Brady Tkachuk Canvas for Ottawa, David Pasternak for Boston. Tage Thompson Encore for Buffalo, Owen Tippett, Sizzle, and Artem Levshinov, the Young Guns for Chicago. Tyler Myers, Vancouver Outburst, Sizzle of Sidney Crosby, Kirill Kaprizov Cup Quest. Zach Gretzky Encore for Columbus, Andrei Vasilevsky Tracking Systems, and Mark Gatcomb, or Gatcomb. Gatcomb? Population Camp 500, JJ Peterka, Montreal Compadres, Laine and Slavkovsky, and Dalibor Dvorsky. Logan Stankoven Canvas for Carolina, Donovan Sabrango, Young Guns for Ottawa, Brant Clark Portraits. A Young Gun Black and White Canvas, Jack Finley for Tampa, Oliver Moore Encore, and Jeremy Swayman Tracking Systems. Tyler Toffoli, Macklin, Celebrini, Compadres. Riley Duran, Young Guns for Boston. Kyle Connor, Compositions. Connor Bedard, Dazzlers for Chicago. Kiefer Sherwood, Vancouver, Matthew Tkachuk Portraits. Evan Bouchard Encore for Edmonton. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Sam Morton Young Guns for Calgary. Capo Caco Canvas for Seattle. Nicholas Kakko, Young Guns for Seattle, and Sebastian Aho. Uri Slafkovsky Encore for Montreal. Eric Carlson, Speckle for Pittsburgh, and Aiden Hill Tracking Systems. A Sizzle of Cale Makar for Colorado. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins Edmonton Canvas Oriented. Braden Point, Gold Oriented. Robert Thomas, set of 250 Deluxe. Bit of damage on that one. For the St. Louis Blues, Kirill Marchenko, and goal-oriented Jack Eichel. Zach Werenski, Bustle for Columbus. Oliver Moore, Young Guns for Chicago. Zach Hyman, Cup Quest. Devin Tace, Encore for Colorado. Sizzle of Philip Forsberg. And Jimmy Snuggerud, Young Guns for St. Louis. Adam Henrique, Outburst for Edmonton. Kyle Connor, Sizzle. Josh Morrissey, Portraits. Those bootlegs are cool. Thomas Harley, Canvas. Jimmy Snuggerud, Young Guns for St. Louis, and Noah Osland. Andrew Kopp, Clear Cut for Detroit. Ryan Leonard, Encore. And David Pasternak, Sizzle. Sizzle Reel of Sam Reinhart, Vili Koivunen, Young Guns for Pittsburgh, and Goal Driven, or Goal Oriented. No trouble with that one. William Nylander. Sebastian Aho, Andrei Svechnikov, Compadres, Jacob Slavin, Canvas, and Lane Hudson. Artem Levshinov, Dazzlers for Chicago. Matthew Barzal, Canvas, Goal-Oriented, Cole Caulfield. Lane Hudson, Encore. Tracking Systems, Linus Ullmark, Owen Sillinger, Young Gun for Columbus. Cole Perfetti, Canvas, Winnipeg. Dylan Duke, Young Guns for Tampa. Zach Werenski, Portraits. Adrian Kempe, Encore for LA. Sizzle Ariel of Austin Matthews. Michael Callahan, Young Guns for Boston. Compositions, red, Matthew Barzal for the New York Islanders at a 199. Sergei Bobrovsky, Sizzle Reel, and Brandon Hagel, Portraits. Clayton Keller, Encore. Zach Werenski, Portraits, and Pyotr Kochetkov, Carolina. Connor Hellebuck, Josh Morrissey, Compadres. Luca Cagnoni, Young Guns for San Jose, and compositions of Philip Forsberg. Chandler Stevenson, Outburst for Seattle. Kiefer Sherwood, Bustle, and Cup Quest, Jared McCann. Jack Eichel, Canvas. Vegas. Parker Ford, Young Guns for Winnipeg, and Evgeny Malkin, Portraits. Tim Stützle, Encore for Ottawa, Goal-Oriented, Cole Caulfield, and Cam Talbot, Tracking Systems. Owen Tippett, Bustle. Victor Ostman, Seattle Young Guns. goal-oriented Alex Ovechkin. Alex Ovechkin Dazzlers, Kirill Marchenko Canvas, and Cale Makar. Stefan Neeson, New Jersey, Canvas. Elias Pettersson, Young Guns for Vancouver, goal-oriented Lucas Raymond. Drew Doughty, Black and White Canvas. Nico Hischier Encore, and Dustin Wolf. Aho and Svechnikov, Ethan Frank, Young Guns for Washington, Jonathan Marchessault Portraits. Sizzle Reel of Cole Perfetti, Travis Sanheim, Canvas for Philadelphia, Macklin Celebrini for San Jose. Encore Josh Morrissey for Winnipeg, Mason McTavish Sizzle, and Gabe Perreault, Young Guns for the Rangers. A Young Gun Outburst of Jimmy Snuggerud. Nice hit for the St. Louis Blues. Jimmy Snuggerud. Young Gun Outburst. Cole Perfetti, Sizzle, and Martin Necas. Erik Karlsson Encore. Tracking Systems, Darcy Kumper, Ian Moore, Young Guns for Anaheim. Population Count 1000, Lucas Raymond for Detroit, Artemi Panarin, Alexis Lafreniere, Compadres, and Cup Quest of Thatcher Demko. Elias Pettersson, Canvas for Vancouver, Jacob Gaucher, Young Guns for Philadelphia, Erik Karlsson compositions. Quinn Hughes Encore for Vancouver, Philip Forsberg, Nashville, and Leon Draisaitl Sizzle. It looks pretty good. Some of the, obviously like anything, some of the corners can sometimes be an issue on those, but overall I like the surface quality, but corners are always a concern. Kent Johnson, Justin Robidas, Young Guns for Carolina, Jason Robertson Cup Quest. Any kind of card like that where it's like a multi-layer kind of card. Textured top is always tough. Jake Neighbors, Dazzlers, Dylan Larkin Canvas, and Matthew Wood Portraits. And again, this is the only, Jimmy did most of the cases yesterday. I just did, this is my third case, so I've only got a small sample size. Michael Callahan, Young Gun Canvas, Jacob Melanson, Seattle Young Guns, and Matty Beniers. Andrei Svechnikov Encore Blue for Carolina. Troy Terry Anaheim Encore. Logan Thompson. Lane Hudson Bustle. Demidov and Levshinov. Young Gun Checklist. Cup Quest of Timo Meier. A Sizzle of Mason McTavish, Cale Makar, Colorado, and Dougie Hamilton. Samuel Ersson, Encore. Yaroslav Askarov Tracking System. Noah Ostlund, Young Guns for Buffalo. Outburst Mark Scheifele for the Winnipeg Jets. DeBrincat and Larkin, Compadres. Goal-oriented Connor McDavid. Phil Gustafson encore for Minnesota. Tracking Systems, Philip Grubauer and Dominic Shine. Young Guns for Detroit. Igor Shinnikov at a 250 Deluxe for Columbus. Matt Boldy, Bustle. And Matthew Tkachuk, Florida. Four to go. So up after this looks like it's Ultimate Master Case Random. What we up after this one, guys? Dalibor Dvorsky, Young Guns canvas for St. Louis. Tim Washi, Young Guns for Anaheim. Patrick Laine portraits. Clear cut Anze Kopitar for LA. Dustin Wolf encore and Sizzle of Connor McDavid. Sizzle of Cale Makar for Colorado. Jacob Skarek, Young Guns for the Islanders. Jake Guentzel. Cam Talbot, Speckle Tracking System. Sebastian Aho canvas. Goal-oriented Steven Stamkos. Matthew Barzal, Dazzlers for the Islanders. Sean Couturier canvas and William Eklund portraits. Ivan Barbashev encore for Vegas, Luke Hughes, Sizzle, and Rodrigo Abels, Young Guns for Philadelphia. Holotypes of Troy Terry, nice hit for the Anaheim Ducks. Holotypes, Troy Terry. Alex Ovechkin, Sizzle, and goal-oriented Austin Matthews. Alex Pietrangelo canvas. Sam Rinzel, Young Guns for Chicago. Tyler Toffoli, compositions. Cole Perfetti encore for Winnipeg. Brandon Hagel portraits and Sergei Bobrovsky tracking systems. Compadres Kucherov and Hedman. Colton Duck, Young Guns for Chicago. Connor Bedard Cup Quest. Zach Hyman encore for Edmonton. Thatcher Demko tracking systems. And Zane Perrick. I said Young Guns for Calgary. Zach Hyman, Edmonton Outburst. Logan Stankoven Bustle and Nazem Kadri portraits. William Nylander canvas for Toronto. Demidov and Levshinov. So that's our second one of those. So one will go to each team. Goal-oriented Nathan McKinnon. Alex Ovechkin encore for Washington. Cup Quest Jason Robertson. Sizzle a reel of Matthew Knies. Sizzle reel of Wyatt Johnston. Zane Perrick, second Young Gun for the Calgary Flames, and Tage Thompson. Pavel Kochetkov Dazzlers, Jake Neighbors canvas, and Tim Stützle compositions. Justin Robidas, Young Gun canvas for the Carolina Hurricanes. Michael Callahan, Young Guns for Boston. And Sean Monahan for Columbus. Tracking systems of Thatcher Demko, JT Compher, and Linus Ullmark. Matthias Ekholm, clear cut for Edmonton, Mark Stone Encore, and Sebastian Aho Sizzle. Mackenzie Blackwood, tracking systems, Young Guns of Cam Lund. Young Guns for San Jose, Eric Carlson for Pittsburgh. Jordan Binnington Encore, Sam Reinhart Bustle, and Carter Mazur, Young Guns for Detroit. Young Gun Outburst, Nicholas Kakko, nice hit for the Seattle Kraken. Very cool. This on Seattle. Kachuk and Barkov and Clayton Keller compositions. David Pasternak Encore, Philip Gustafson tracking systems, Quinn Hudson, Young Guns for Edmonton. A Brendan Dillon out of 100 exclusive for New Jersey, Bustle of Seth Jarvis and Ryan Nugent Hopkins Cup Quest. Sidney Crosby, Pittsburgh Canvas, Oliver Rodriguez. Young Guns for Edmonton, Gabe Perreault. Andrei Vasilevsky Encore for Tampa, Matthew Wood Portraits, Elvis Merzlikins Tracking Systems. Mort Seider, Bustle, Young Guns of Ryan Leonard, and Sidney Crosby compositions. Brandon Montour, Canvas. Ethan Frank, Young Guns for Washington, Austin Matthews Portraits. Rodrigue. I don't know what to do with the U and the E at the end of his name. Every time I say it differently. Rodrigue. Mika Zibanejad Encore, Igor Shesterkin Encore, and Cale Makar, Nathan McKinnon. Sizzle Uriel, Mason Marchment, Ryan Suzuki, goal-oriented Jesper Bratt. Okay, Rodrigue. All right. Bustle of Logan Stankoven and Elvis Merzlikins Canvas and Alex Ovechkin Washington. Kirill Marchenko Dazzlers, Jack Hughes Canvas and goal-oriented Sidney Crosby. Sergei Bobrovsky Encore, Bustle of Dylan Holloway, Young Guns Dominic Shine. Connor Murphy, Chicago Outburst. Sizzle Uriel of Luke Evangelista Cup Quest for San Jose of William Eklund. Travis Sanheim Encore. Sizzle Reel of Evan Bouchard, Matthew Wood Young Guns for Nashville. Linus Ullmark, Swagnificent for the Ottawa Senators. Matthew Nyes and Artem Levshinov. Levshinov. All right, final box. Solid case. Conde Miller, canvas for the Rangers, Luca Cagnoni. Young Guns for San Jose. Jason Robertson, compositions. Wyatt Johnston, encore for Dallas. Dougie Hamilton, portraits. Charlie Lindgren, Washington. Vegas, Jack Eichel, Mark Stone, Matthew Robertson, Young Guns for the Rangers, and Mitch Marner, Cup Quest. Artemi Panarin, Alexi Lafreniere, Compadres for the Rangers, Anthony Duclair, canvas, and Matt Zuccarello, portraits. Dmitry Voronkov, Columbus, Yanni Nyman, Young Guns for Seattle, Jack Hughes for New Jersey. Skylar Brindamore, clear cut Young Gun for the Carolina Hurricanes. This one for Carolina. Connor Bedard for Chicago, sizzle reel of Dakota Joshua. Sizzle reel of Leo Carlson, Carson Dorwart, Young Guns for Philadelphia, and Alex DeBrincat. Oh, you did call it. Look at you. JT Miller, encore, Jacob Markstrom, tracking systems, and Dalibor Dvorsky, Young Guns for St. Louis. Owen Tippett Dazzlers for Philadelphia, Drew Doughty canvas, and Seth Jarvis portraits. John Carlson encore for Washington, Cam Fowler, Sezel, and Skylar Brindamore. Young Guns for Carolina. Outburst Matty Beniers for Seattle, Jesper Bratt, Bustle, and gold-oriented Leon Draisaitl. Sam Reinhart, Dazzlers for Florida, sizzle of Nazem Kadri, Austin Matthews, compositions. All right, that does it for break number 17915, our 25-26 Series 1 12-box case team random number 4. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thanks very much.